going on, YouTube? It's Bella and Jay back again with another video.
Before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell for post notification. That way the next time we drop that fire, you'll be the first to get it.
You'll be the first to get it.
Without further ado. Topic for today is...
The topic for today is, should you pay all the bills when you're in a committed relationship? Or should the woman pay them? Or the man, or should they just go 50-50? What y'all think?
Controversial topic, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Because of the simple fact that a lot of people were old school, raised in a specific setting.
Right.
And I believe that a lot of our ancestors rubbed off a lot of old sayings, ways to cook, ways to heal yourself, and ways to treat your woman, and vice versa. Women, how they treat their men. Right. And chivalry is being revived and then dying and then reviving all the time.
Right.
And one of those things is paying for the bills when you're in an exclusive, serious relationship, marriage, engagement, you know, entanglement, all of that stuff, right? And so it's just not the same anymore. And there are some women in the world who feel like, hey, you know, I'll go half on this, or I'll go Dutch on a date, or I'll do this, but when it comes to us being a unit together, nah, I ain't paying no bills.
And that's how women feel?
It's yours. There's some of them. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying some women in the world will say that, and they'll say they're not compromised on that at all because their mama and their grandmama and their T Jones and they stepdad or whoever trained them or taught them that.
So what do you think? Like, if you were in a committed relationship or married, what do you think?
To me, I'm open. I'm open to discussing that thing with my significant other. So whatever she feels comfortable with. I've been in a relationship to where I paid for everything, and the other person just sat on their butt and didn't do nothing. But then I've also been in a relationship to where a woman has told me she doesn't want to feel like she's useless, so she wants to contribute in some type of way. And so I was like, okay, well, what is comfortable for you? Because I don't want to still make you feel like that, but I also don't want you to overdo it to where you can't handle it. So just let me know what it is that you want to do, you know, work with it.
Right.
And so, and that was fine with me, it was fine with her. And the relationship was fine at the time when we were paying bills and doing things.
So did she pay her bills for her side? Or did she just say that?
Another story.
So in my opinion, I feel like when you're married and you're in a marriage, I feel like that the man should pay all the bills. And the reason why is because 9 times out of 10, you can't really depend on the woman's income if she's gonna be the one that's being pregnant. You know, women, we get sick more than men. So if you are counting on her income and not, like, I feel like when it comes to living above your means or within your means, it should be based on a man's income, because if the woman's sick or the kid's sick or she has to be at home with the kids, or you cannot count her income. So when coming to get certain things, I think it should be based on his income. And if she wants to help or be there, because in the Bible, a woman is supposed to be the help. Like, she's supposed to help, you know, meet her husband's needs when it comes to certain things that he cannot, you know, see fit on. So I feel like that's what she should be. And I feel like if they decide to go, I mean, for each his own. So I feel like if they decide to go 50-50 in a relationship, they need to go 50-50 on everything, because sometimes men, they feel like they want to go 50-50, right? But then they still want you to come home. They want you to cook, clean, you know, get them their sexual pleasures and still take care of the kids. And they want to just say, hey, I want to work, but then they want to come home. They not happy with anything else, right? They come home, they the king of the castle, and you're having to do everything in a relationship. So it's just like, it feels like a woman is doing more. I mean, where is it where the man is coming and he's helping? If y'all gonna go 50-50 on the bills, I feel like it need to be 50-50. You need to be helping with the kids. What happened to washing hair? And what happened to combing hair? What happened to
have my flag?
What happened to the doing dishes and doing all these things? Like, we need to be meeting in the middle all the way. You know what I'm saying? Meet me in the back. You know, I need you to wine and dine me too. You know what I'm saying? Because when women are at-home mothers, I feel like for the good ones, they're helping the kids with the homework. They're getting them ready for school, taking them to the doctor's appointments, making sure that they're at the games or whatever activities it is. You know, PTA. I mean, what is it?
PTA.
Yeah, the meetings. They having to do the school conferences. And there is some dudes sometimes that come But majority of the time, it's the woman that's doing everything. Or like if they having to call to the home because the child is sick, even if the woman is at work, she's the one having to leave work to go and be there for the child majority of the time. So all I'm saying is, the way I was raised and reared up, it was, you should go based off the man's income. The man should be the one paying all the bills, right? Even if the woman is working, she should be able to save her money and do whatever she want to do with it. Like I said, help him if he needs the help. She should be there to help him, not have to contribute towards bills. Because what if she gets sick? Or what if she have to be there for the kids? Or what if she can't work because the kids, like, dang, I feel the attention that
because you going in right now, and this is a whole lot of, oh yeah, it's about to be some fire in this video, so let's get it. All situations don't pertain to the simple fact that a woman is just at home cooking, cleaning, providing sexual pleasures, going to PTA meetings, soccer momming, driving around in a van. Let's just be real about this. Real, okay? There's situations to where a man is taking care of business, going home, helping out around the house, cleaning, helping clean after she finishes cooking dinner, rubbing her feet because she's been standing on her feet all day. Don't get back rubs when a man comes home after he's worked, slaved at the job, and then came home and helped at the house. Take care of the kids to make sure that they got off that woman's back, because she's been dealing with them all day when they got home from school or whatever the case may be. And then start snoring, only to get beat up by pillows in the middle of the night. Shut your ass up. Stop snoring. I can't sleep. Okay? When it comes to bills, if most men aren't stressing out here. Let's be honest. Most men aren't stressing when it comes to bills, and the ones who are probably shouldn't be in a relationship to begin with, because they got something else that they need to take care of, right? Before getting in a relationship and committing themselves on a level to where they have to take care of a person like that, right? But at the end of the day, ultimately, if he's doing his side and if he's a good man, you as a woman, a solid woman in mind, should know and see, okay, this is a solid man. I know I can get with him, and he's not gonna just like keep me barefoot and pregnant all the damn time. So, like, understand what type of situation you putting yourself in. It's not just men out here trying to make you, you know what I'm saying, do what you just explained. Like, we do understand that it's hard work to go around here and do this, that, and the fourth. So let's not get it twisted. There are some jacked up dudes in this world, but there are some solid dudes in this world.
Just like there's some solid women in this world, that when you come home, they will make sure you got a home cooked meal, rub your back, rub your feet, make sure you got a bubble bath in the tub, make sure you got dinner served for you. And she's still been at work working all day. Or if not, she's still been at home taking care of the kids all day. So it's some great women out there, right? Woo-hoo for my great ladies out there. That's making sure that they're, not only is she cooking and providing sexual pleasures, but she being a different lady every day in the sheets. When he come home, she appetizer,
let's keep it real. How many women are actually doing that?
I can't speak for all.
All right, cool. So you one of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just like I can speak and say I'm one of the dudes that's gonna come home and help. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the narrative in the world is not a lot of dudes are doing that. And that's a problem, because now women are saying, they're taking up in arms and saying, we want a real man, and no, you gonna pay all these bills and you're gonna do all this. Trust and believe. If I go down, I want a woman that's gonna be able to pick up my slack until I'm feeling better. If I caught the COVID-19 or whatever, the coronavirus, the Corona 2017, whatever, 20, 21, 24, 50, 73 virus, then I want my woman to be able to handle the bills. Maybe both of us had a savings in place because both of us are financially structured well enough to where it's like, oh, well, we got enough money to pay all the bills up for 6 months, so that when you go down for a little bit, and then you pick back up and you keep it going, and we're still good. We ain't got no problems. That's the problem. It's not just a man thing or a woman thing. It's just that people aren't financially stable, but they're creating relationships with each other and then having expectations of each other, but not speaking those expectations to each other, and that's a big problem.
I had a client that came to me. She said she put her husband through school. She, held him down, paid all the bills, made sure he was good, made sure they was financially stable, took care of the kids. She went to work every day. Her husband went to school. He didn't have a job, and in the process, he was cheating on her, left her, with that debt that she paid for him to go through school, for him to pay the bills, and left her for another woman. You see what I'm saying? So it's good women out here that's holding their men down. And then what do we get out of it? You know what I'm saying? We get bashed, or we getting some time out. Let's go 50-50 when some of us going all the way. Like, let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip end, like I said, I feel like, matter of fact, these are just conversations that need to be had before you even get into these relationships, so y'all both can know where y'all at. Some people don't mind going half and half and 50-50, but I feel like, what are you doing with your money? Even if y'all split everything down the middle to make it easier on this person, that person, y'all should still be saving. Because at the end of the day, since y'all going half and half, what if something happened to either party? You still gotta have some money saved up to be able to come together to pay for whoever is down at that moment, or who might lose their job, or who's sick, or who gotta be at home with the kids for whatever the situation may be. Everybody's situation is different. We're not here to tell y'all what's right and what's wrong, but I just know what I'm looking for. And he gotta be able to pay all the bills.
Y'all women are out here eating this up right now. I'm not gonna sit here and bash no dudes or no women right now and say that it's all on you, but I can be honest. There's more than just 50-50, okay? If a woman says that she wants to pay 20% of the bills in the house.
Right.
If she says that that's what she wants to do because she wants to feel like a hefty, if she's contributing to the household, I'm not gonna stop her from doing that.
Right.
I can't tell her, no, you're not gonna contribute to this house because I'm the man and what I say goes. Or no, because I'm not gonna be the man to where if we break up, you be like, yeah, I was paying half bills anyway, and whoop wop whoop wham.
But
no,
what if she
you're not
can't?
gonna do that.
Like, what if she's in school, or what if she?
If she in school, cool.
For some other reason that she's not working, she's stay at home.
If she
or
not
whatever.
cool, that's what she wanna do. If that's what she wanna do, that's what she wanna do. Me as a man, I don't have a problem if I know that I can take care of the bills. I spent a lot of time in the United States Army serving my country. So once I retire, I know that my mortgage is secure at the end of the day. So I don't need my woman to pay my mortgage. That just makes sense. So at the end of the day, if I'm linking up with a woman, she's dating me, this is what she, like when we sit down and we establish our communication when it comes to finances, what type of house we're gonna live in, what type of cars we're gonna drive, what type of bills are gonna come in and out of the house, debt to income ratio, right? So if we're sitting here discussing, a lot of people out there don't even know what debt to income ratio is.
Well,
so if you can sit down and discuss these things with your partner and say, look, before we get serious with each other, before we get married with each other, this is what I bring to the table. And then your woman can say, well, this is what I bring to the table. If it's not financial in substance, then just say that. I can't bring no finances right now because that's not how I'm built. This is what I can bring to the table. I can bring hot meals. If you bring food into the house, I can turn it into a meal. If you buy us a house, I can turn it into a home. I can, all of that cliche female stuff, cool. I'm all for it. And so on Sundays, if you the type of woman that clean windowsills and baseboards and all of that stuff and doing all the stuff that you see those 80s TV shows when the black and white switched over to color, and then women were still doing that type of stuff, wearing aprons and stuff, right? If you bring that to the table, say that. Just say that. You know what I'm saying? And that way I can plan and say, okay, cool. So that means you're not bringing any monetary value to this relationship. Not saying that the relationship is going to end at that moment. That means I understand what my role is when I'm with you. And I have no problems.
That's why it should be a conversation had up front. I don't think that you should go into anything with your eyes closed, not knowing what you're going to get or what you're going to receive on this end. Because sometimes we do that and then we get into a relationship. Because I feel like it's different with just like being boyfriend and girlfriend and being husband and wives. I feel like it's okay sometimes if you get into a relationship where, this is your boyfriend, or maybe even your fiance, and say y'all moved in together. I feel like it's okay to go half on the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like when you become like one,
you said if y'all move in together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if y'all moved in together, say you moved in with them, they moved in with you, however, you know what I'm saying? And y'all go half on the bills. I feel like, okay, that's fine. Y'all might have a plan in mind, saving to get ahead for whatever it is. But once you get married and you as one, that's your wife, husband, all that, I just feel differently about it. I feel like everything needs to be based on a man's income because he's supposed to be the provider.
Cool. That makes sense. But check this out. Dating, right? We're dating. We're going half on the bills because we're planning something. Our plan actually succeeded. That means you went to school, got your bachelor's degree. You might have you a little job over here doing something, but you're not going full time because you want to be home and you want to be that wife, right? Man, he accomplished whatever he accomplished. Got that trade, got that certification. Boom, he got a career over here. He making money. If y'all plan worked the way y'all said it worked out, the way it should have worked out, he should be in a position to where he's able to pay 100% of the bills, and he didn't have to ask you for anything. And so That's very important. You are absolutely right with what you're saying.
And I just feel like even if she has like a side job, that should be used for savings. You know what I'm saying? Like to save money, maybe for trips or for Christmas or whatever it might be. So y'all can have that extra income to save. Because if you're using his money for the bills, then the extra money might be his allowance for himself or for just like necessities. She can still use her own money for whatever. And I don't necessarily like include like cars and stuff in there. I'm talking about like main bills. We talking about like mortgage, you know, or rent. Or we talking about like utilities, stuff like that. Not like side stuff like clothes and
groceries.
We're not even talking about groceries. Like we're just talking about, you know, the logistics of it, you know.
Okay. So I mean, leave in the comment box below. What do you feel are the major bills that should be discussed before entering into an exclusive relationship or a marriage? And what do you feel should be excluded?
Right.
Like to me, I think mortgage, I think electricity, I think internet, I think things that are needed inside of a household.
Right.
And in today's society, these are the things that are needed. And so if there are things that are needed in the house, food is provided. Like the gas for your car is not. To me,
yeah, and insurance on your car and all the other stuff, your car note, because you can't really say that because
you don't want the man to pay your insurance for your car.
Possible. The reason why I'm saying it because say like if you get in a relationship and then you get a new car, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you bought it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't necessarily just say you're gonna include that because you don't know the stipulations of it. You know what makes sense? Like,
or he might have agreed to these bills, but then you go and add some more bills on top of him, and he'd be like, "Hey, wait a minute."
Or you might go get a credit card, or you might go do something. Then now you want him to pay that. So yeah, you can't.
Pay attention, females. You can't be springing no double.
Or you might have extra bills that you bringing into the marriage that he don't even know nothing about. Exactly. So you can't expect for him to pay those bills that he don't even know nothing about that you had. How was you paying them before?
Exactly.
You know, you got to still maintain it. However you was managing it to pay before. You know, like you can't just bring in a relationship and then expect somebody to pick up all these different bills that you had before.
So here's really big on me. We're gonna close it out with this. Communication is not the key. Comprehension is the key. I can communicate to you all day long what I got going on. If you didn't north and south me and acknowledge what I said, there's no comprehension.
Right.
And that's where confusion comes into play. All those things start with C's, right? Communication, comprehension, confusion.
Right.
That's that stuff right there in the relationship in a heartbeat. So you have to comprehend the message that your partner is sending to you. Comment down below what you think the major bills are that should be discussed in a relationship. Most definitely. And
credit is important too, but it's another video. I want to leave y'all with this. So we're talking about standards and boundaries and stuff like that. Let that be on your list. You know, something to talk about, something that you can deal with and put up with. You know when going into a relationship how much you're willing to pay or not. So let that be known up front. This is my boundaries. I'm not paying more than 30%. Hypothetically, you know, you pay 70, or I'm not paying zilch. You know, you gotta put that up front so that person can know what your standards look like. My standards is I want to be in a relationship where I can feel protected, where I can feel provided for if need be. I need to know that whoever I'm dating or I'm with, they can handle the bills if it comes to that. Not that they're looking for my income, because no, that was one of those red flags and I'm gonna have to go, you know, all this stuff you do.
With that being said, I'm gonna let you end it.
With that being said, we'll check out on another video.
Here I go again, trying to find another way to love you better than before. Would it work if I told you that I need you to be here with me? You told me you don't know. Here I go again, trying to find another way to love you better than before. Would it work if I told you that I need you to be here with me? No. You told me you don't know if it was possible to